With September fast approaching, this month often signifies the start of new beginnings for many of us, whether that's starting school, sixth form, university, or even a new job. This is a month of change, and in this video I want to discuss some essential pieces of advice that I wish I had before starting my A-levels. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Raina on the Cusp. My name is Raina and I'm going into my 4th year of dental school at the University of Sheffield. In today's video we're going to be talking about all things A-level, sixth form, year 12 and year 13, and generally that dreaded period of time between the ages of 16 to 18. Now, fortunately, this is a time in my life that I have gone through, and it was very stressful at the time, so today I want to share with you some key tips and advice that will help you get through this as well. If you find this video useful at all in your A-level journey, don't be afraid to drop a like and subscribe to stick around, and do let me know if you want me to do any other A-level videos down in the comments below. So the first thing that I want to quickly address is the burning question that I think everyone has. Is the jump from GCSE to A-levels real? And the short answer is, well, yes, but it's not all bad, I promise, because there are some key things you can do to help you get through this time. So firstly, please pick subjects that you actually enjoy or that you're good at, or that are university requirements for your chosen course. So for example, for me to get into dentistry at university, I had to do biology and chemistry A-level, and the third A-level was a random subject of my own choice. However, if you don't know what you want to do at university, and of course there is absolutely no pressure to go if you don't want to, make sure you actually enjoy the subjects that you choose. This is because you're going to have to study that subject day in, day out for 2 years, and when things get tough for A-levels, which they do, if you actually enjoy that subject, it's going to help you get through it and push through the last bits of revision. If you had to pick certain subjects for university, like I had to, and maybe you're not quite a fan of those subjects, try to visualise the end goal of getting an offer for your chosen course, and that should help you motivate yourself. For example, I would tell myself, if I can just remember this one more chemistry equation, even if I don't want to, it's one step closer to my goal of being a dentist. So the next thing I would say is, because there is a jump from GCSE to A-level, you will be faced with a lot more content. And because of this, you need to get into a really good habit right from the start of year 12 of organising your notes, your subjects, your revision, and how you're actually going to fit in everything else that happens in sixth form alongside of this. Just to name a few things, there's applying to university, extracurriculars, part-time jobs, volunteering, and keeping up with your social life as well. There is a lot going on, and I remember I was constantly writing to-do lists and making timetables and rearranging those just to keep up with everything. If you make this a habit and part of your daily or weekly routine, it really helps to alleviate a lot of the stress that comes with doing A-levels and managing all of these things going on. Something in recent times that's really helped me is writing a highlight for the day on an app called Notion. So this is a brilliant note-taking app, and the highlight for the day is one thing that I want to focus on. You can have other things on your to-do list, but your highlight for the day should be your main area of focus and the thing that you try and aim to get done. This is an idea I first heard about in Ali Abdaal's YouTube videos, and it's really helped me to prioritize and rethink how I do my daily tasks. So to put this into practice, you might want to revise a few different subjects in one day. However, if you pick a highlight or one subject to focus on, you'll feel a lot more accomplished at the end of the day because you've done the thing that you set out to do. And it's a lot more efficient to get one thing done well rather than constantly dividing and splitting your time between several things and actually running the risk of getting none of them done. My third piece of advice is to take any mocks, coursework, homework, or any other work that you have going on through the year very seriously. This year, teachers had to use mocks and other pieces of work throughout the year to give centre-assessed grades because GCSE and A-level exams didn't go ahead. And we hope this won't happen again, but who's to say in the future that exams won't be affected by something else? And I know it might seem boring and tedious and hard work to keep on going throughout the year and consistently put in the effort, but it's extra revision for your final exams, and it should make you feel more confident if you are getting the good grades earlier on. So don't see mock exams, homework, coursework, anything else as pointless, because I promise you it's not. It really is there to support your learning and actually make you feel more confident if you're doing well. Okay, so would you believe me if I said I didn't write a single page of notes for A-level? Okay, I might have written a couple of pages here and there, but you would not catch me with a ring binder full of notes. This is because to get through A-levels, I personally really heavily relied on the use of past papers. My system of using past papers was to create a past paper timetable. I wish I had my original one to show you, but it's been so long. And I basically scoured the internet and found all of the past papers I could get my hands on in biology, chemistry and maths, and I put them into this table and made sure to do every single one of them. I even did all of the old ones I could find because it's great practice even if it's not the correct specification. I personally do believe the trick to A-levels and getting the top grades is repetition and the use of past papers to get used to the answers and the mark schemes. As I did more and more past papers, I could visualize and see the answers from the mark schemes in my head. And past papers don't change a huge amount year on year. Of course, the specifications and things on the curriculum change. However, there are certain questions that do remain every single year on past papers and maybe slightly rewritten. Now, I don't want to put a whole subject down to just learning mark schemes because it is still really important to learn and understand concepts. However, past papers are such a great way to see some quick improvement and actually learn what the exam board want you to say. Next, let's talk about textbooks and if they're worth it. So for the 3 subjects that I did at A-level, which were biology, chemistry and maths, and I did economics at AS level, which I dropped, I would say for me, textbooks were 100% worth it. I used to bring those textbooks to college every day or have them in my locker and annotate them and refer to them constantly. And with the textbooks, you don't need to spend a lot on these. I did buy mine, but looking back, I definitely could have sourced them secondhand. You can ask around to see if any friends or family already have some, or you can go to the library, check if there's any cheaper online copies. There's definitely quite a few avenues to exhaust before you actually go and buy the textbooks. So I've already spoken a little bit about my love for past papers, but it's also really important to find out what type of revision and what type of revision method works best for you. There are so many ways to learn, like doing flashcards, taking notes, testing each other and doing past papers, so it's really important to find what is going to work well for you. I think you've all heard of the 3 types of learners, so kinesthetic, auditory and visual. I personally believe that everyone is a little bit of a mix of them all, maybe leaning slightly more towards one category. So for example, I think I'm more kinesthetic, so I learn better by actually doing something, and hence why past papers worked so well for me, because I'm actively doing questions and testing my memory. For me, reading notes and writing notes out again and again really doesn't work. It doesn't actively test my memory at all. So think about things like, do you like listening to a teacher giving you information? Do you like visual cues or watching videos? Whichever way you choose to revise and learn during A-levels is absolutely fine as long as that works for you. So with the transition to A-levels, you get a lot more free time in your day between classes and overall in the week. So all of a sudden I had all of this free time that I hadn't experienced before during year 7 to 11. And I just didn't know what to do with myself in the beginning. A lot of people use this free time between classes as social time, which is absolutely fine. It's important to socialise as well. But as it gets closer to exams, you really need to be using this for revision time. It's precious time in the day that you could be using to work and potentially free up evenings to do anything else that you want, whether that's relaxing or going to a part-time job, doing your hobbies. So for example, I did volunteering one night and I played musical instruments, and I also had driving lessons. And I don't know if all colleges allow this, but mine allowed us to leave the building completely during the free time and come back when we had classes. And my college was very near the main town centre, so it was so easy to just leave and go shopping or go for some food. And this is fun in the beginning, but as it got closer to exam time, I realised I really needed to get my head down and work, so I would come into college early in the mornings to print off past papers and do 1 or 2 just before lessons started. So this free time and these gaps that you have between lessons are great, but do use them wisely and efficiently. 2 years of A-level work is hard, and by the end of year 13 you are gonna feel it. I know I did, and I couldn't wait for a break. So make sure you actually have something in summer that you're going to look forward to after year 13, whether that's a TV show that you didn't get round to, or just reading a book, socialising with friends, going on holiday. So by the time I finished my exams in year 13 and it came round to summer, I was ready to recharge before joining university in September. So that's all I really wanted to say about A-levels. I think these are all the things I've learned from going through the process myself, so I hope you found it useful. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want more A-level videos and study videos in general. Let me know what subjects you're doing in the comments down below, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye!